Am I the asshole for exposing my girlfriend's work husband? I never thought I'd be the kind of guy posting here. But this blew up my relationship and half my friend group says I'm wrong. So here we are. I, 26M, have been dating my girlfriend, Emily, 25F, for just over 2 years. We lived together, split bills, the whole thing. Overall, things were solid, no huge fights. No cheating, as far as I knew. And we'd even talked about getting engaged someday. The issue started with a guy from her job, Mark. Emily works in marketing, and Mark is her self-proclaimed work husband. I didn't love the term, but I didn't want to be controlling, so I let it go. She said he was married, had kids, and that I had nothing to worry about. They texted a lot, but she swore it was all work stuff. At first, it really did seem harmless. Then I noticed small things. She'd smile at her phone and angle the screen away. If I walked into the room while she was texting, she'd lock it immediately. When I asked who she was talking to, it was always, just Mark, about work. One night I jokingly said, "Dang, Mark texts you more than I do." She snapped back, "You're being insecure." Can you not? That should have been my first real red flag. Fast forward to last month. Emily had a work happy hour and invited me along. Mark was there and the vibe was off. He barely acknowledged me, but he and Emily were glued together all night. Inside jokes, leaning in close, whispering. At one point, he put his hand on her lower back while laughing. I pulled her aside and said, "Hey, that made me uncomfortable." She rolled her eyes and said, "You're embarrassing me." He's married. Later that night, when we got home, we argued. She told me I was projecting and that I needed to trust her or we're done. I backed off because I didn't want to lose her. Here's where things blew up. A few days later, Emily asked me to grab her laptop to help print something. When I opened it, her messages were already up. I wasn't snooping, I swear, but I saw Mark's name and the preview said, "I wish we could have stayed longer last night." Yeah, that didn't sound like work. I scrolled. I know that was wrong, but what I saw made my stomach drop. Flirty messages. Complaints about Mark's wife. Emily saying things like, "If things were different, and I feel closer to you than I should." No nudes, no explicit cheating, but definitely emotional. That night I confronted her. I didn't yell. I just asked, "Is there something going on with Mark?" She denied it. When I told her I saw the messages, she flipped it on me. Sighed I violated her privacy, that I was toxic, that I was looking for reasons to be mad. The next day, I did something that's dividing everyone. I messaged Mark's wife. I sent screenshots. Nothing added. No commentary. Just proof. Within hours, Mark's wife replied, thanking me and saying she'd suspected something for months. Mark apparently confessed that he and Emily had talked about what if scenarios but claimed it never got physical. Emily found out and lost it. She said I ruined her career, humiliated her, and crossed an unforgivable line. Her friends are calling me petty and vindictive. My friends say I did the right thing and that emotional cheating is still cheating. Emily moved out and says she only talked to me if I apologize to Mark and his wife. I refuse. So, am I the asshole for exposing my girlfriend's work husband and refusing to apologize?